Kill your negative thinking. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must decide who is in control of their mind. Not their circumstances, not their past, not the opinions of others, but their own thinking. Negative thinking is not something that appears overnight. It grows slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. It begins with a single doubt, a small fear, a quiet whisper that says, "You can't." And if you entertain that whisper long enough, it becomes a voice. And if you listen to that voice long enough, it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, it starts shaping your entire life. The most dangerous part of negative thinking is that it doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your decisions, your confidence, your actions, and eventually your results. You can have talent, potential, dreams, and opportunities, but if your mind is imprisoned by negative thinking, none of it will ever become reality. Before you change your life, before you build success, before you chase any dream, the first battle you must win is inside your own head. Negative thinking convinces you that your past defines your future, that one failure means permanent failure, that other people are better, smarter, stronger, and more capable than you. It tells you that effort is pointless, that trying is a waste of time, that improvement is impossible, that life is unfair, and that nothing will ever change. And the tragedy is not that these thoughts appear. The tragedy is that most people believe them without ever questioning them. They never stop to ask, what if I'm wrong? What if my mind is lying to me? What if I am capable of far more than I assume? The truth is simple. Your mind can be your greatest servant or your most destructive master. If you don't take charge of it, it will take charge of you. You don't have to be perfect to think differently. You just have to be aware. The moment you recognize a negative thought, you regain power over it. You cannot stop a thought from appearing, but you can refuse to feed it, you can refuse to repeat it, and you can refuse to build your identity around it. Every time you allow negative thinking to control you, it steals something from your life. It steals confidence, it steals peace, it steals opportunities, and worst of all, it steals time. There are people who spend years waiting for motivation, waiting for clarity, waiting for courage, when the only thing stopping them was the story playing in their mind. The fastest way to kill negative thinking is not to argue with it, but to replace it. Your mind cannot hold two thoughts at the same time. If you fill it with gratitude, possibility, learning, discipline, and vision, there is no space left for doubt. You don't rise by eliminating all fear, you rise by choosing a thought that is stronger. Instead of "I can't," try "I can learn." Instead of "it's too late," try "I'm just getting started." Instead of "I always fail," try "this time I grow." One new thought can change your day. Repeating it can change your year. Living it can change your life. You must also understand that negative thinking grows fastest in silence and isolation. When you sit alone with your worries, they multiply. But when you move, when you take action, when you learn, when you surround yourself with growth, negativity loses its power. Action is the enemy of doubt. Progress is the enemy of fear. You don't need to transform your entire life in one day, but you must refuse to stay the same. Even a small improvement begins to break the pattern. Read something positive every day. Learn something that builds your future. Spend time with people who lift your thinking, not those who poison it. Protect your environment the same way you protect your dreams, because your mind becomes what it is exposed to repeatedly. In the end, killing negative thinking is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong practice. But the reward is freedom. The reward is strength. The reward is waking up knowing that your mind works for you, not against you. You were not born to live defeated by thoughts that aren't even true. You were born with the ability to change, to grow, to rise, and to rewrite your story. The world may place limits on many things, but the one thing it can never control is the attitude you choose each day. When you master your thinking, you master your future. Kill your negative thinking before it kills your potential. Your life is waiting on the other side of a better thought.